bullshit off. That bullshit is bullshit.
Yo, yo, yo. This is DJCRIP, a.k.a. COMERAVEINPEACE from Old-Skool Massive Recording, Switzerland. You are listening to the one and only GLOWKiD's Generation X show on Planet Rave Radio. Big up all the producers, supporters and listeners. Keep the vibes alive and kicking. You know the score. Hardcore. Peace.
Well, so let me just see if I've got the frequencies here. I've got some frequencies here. If I can just find frequencies. Some frequencies. Let me see whether I can... As you very well know, Anwar, have you tried it on the Northampton frequencies? Frequency.
And you're here, and you're listening to Planet Rave Radio.
Frequency.
Generation X.
Generation up. This is Generation up.
Boys and girls, the new generation. Call it generation of love. Boys and girls, the new generation. Call it generation of love.
You give a fuck about me and my generation. Yes, darling, you are done in the right place, the right time. Choosing the right day or the right night. Whatever you are, good morning or good evening, good afternoon, whatever. Back again after 2 weeks. Oh boy, missed it. So let the music reach. As each and every Tuesday in here. To all sexy boys and sexy girls out there, this is Generation X the show. Presented and hosted by GLOWKiD. As we're listening to an exclusive brand new remix by Noro Native. So not all alone today. I have the big pleasure to host a personal favorite producer and DJ, a hardcore leader hailing from Switzerland. Yes, Switzerland. So the man like COMERAVEINPEACE, DJ CR.I.P or whatever. Is tonight's special guest for an exclusive interview and guest mix.
Hi, this is Gareth Nance from the UK, and you're listening to GLOWKiD's Generation X show.
COMERAVEINPEACE, label manager of Old-Skool Massive Records. As we're listening to Orestes, Strictly Nu-Skool Volume 1 and Rafa Test.
This is Orestes, and you're listening to GLOWKiD on Generation X Radio Show.
So a few tracks from myself. Coming up next, my interview with the COMERAVEINPEACE. A very interesting interview, a good chance to get to know him better. And closing with his exclusive guest mix. Shout out to all my chatting crew. The early attenders. All good gang inside to the Lineo Fissa, Mad Positive, TNO Project Vitality. Shouts out to Hardcore Hit Squad, shouts out to Yellowface. Classic one from Johnny L. Heard His Show. Rocking on in the advanced remix. Massive shout out to Ryan and Adam. So Chops, quick adverts now, and we're entering my interview part with COMERAVEINPEACE. Let's GLOWKiD more COMERAVEINPEACE tonight. Remain here.
This is the Strictly Nu-Skool blog with exclusive interviews, track reviews, free tunes and exclusive tunes to give away, mixes and information on events. www.strictlynuschool.blogspot.com is where it's at. You know it makes sense.
Stay updated with all the latest Glow news. Generation X Radio Show, Prodigy Fanboy, and Strictly Nu-Skool blog. www.glowkidmusic.blogspot.com. All the W's, glowkidmusic.blogspot.com. All the W's, glowkidmusic.blogspot.com.
Planet Rave Radio GLOWKiD の Generation X.
You're listening to Planet Rave, the Raver's Choice. www.planet-rave.com. Yeah, it's all going on.
Good evening, team, and a big welcome on Generation X, the show and Planet Rave Radio. It's a great pleasure hosting you tonight, and I'm always curious to hear news about your current plans. So what are you cooking at the moment?
First of all, I want to say thanks for having me on Generation X show. We have been planning this set actually for about 2 years now, and I just couldn't do it. I couldn't find any time, but finally I could manage to get some spare time for this show. So once again, thank you very much. Actually, I've decided to retire from music scene about 1 year ago, due to the fact that I'm studying law and want to become a judge for our city here in Zurich. So still a lot of studying going on at the moment and almost no time for anything. But however, I'm still playing some deep house and progressive techno tunes at private events and bars, clubs, which belong to my friends. So usually I'm actually out of the scene, but still just doing a little bit something there and there, producing some tracks and spinning some tunes for free for my friends. But otherwise, I'm out of the game.
Whoa, these are very interesting news to share, and I wish you, of course, good luck with your studies. Let's see now. Don't know if it's my point of view, but I think you've made a big return the last 2 years with your self-titled EP over Tenerife's label Rave Noise Recordings. Fans are always expecting more from you, for sure. And I see lots of busy progress over your SoundCloud page, like new dubplates or forthcoming vinyl releases. Anything to reveal about your next steps?
Yes, regarding this, I've been always in the scene for the past 27 years but I mainly spend time in my studio and just produce tracks for myself. So you don't find much of my productions around anywhere, because first of all, I don't like to release my records as digital releases. I only want to release my material on vinyl if possible. The few tracks I've provided to Rave Noise Recordings was just a special for you and Rave Noise. So usually all other requests have been cancelled. So I actually don't do that. I've produced the past 10-15 years about 1,000 tracks. Between acid, jungle, drum and bass tracks, Old-Skool and techno, whatever, house, trance, just anything I like. I just produce whatever I want to produce. So currently I'm in the mastering process of about 30 or 40 Old-Skool tracks, which shall be officially released maybe by mid-2018, I guess. That will be the time when the entire release and the mastering should be finished, and vinyl should be out by then.
Nice one, and this is my next question about. Over the years, you've been making and dealing with lots of different genres, like old-school hardcore to techno, gabber breakcore, drum and bass, or even house and tech house under various aliases. Which genre expresses you mostly, and why is that?
The genre which expresses myself is old-school hardcore breakbeats. This music just has something I can identify myself with. It's just something which really makes me move, and really something I love. The massive beats, hardcore steps, piano riffs, and uplifting strings is just what I love about this music. What I do not like about old school breaks and hardcore are the tuned up vocals. That's really something I hate. I don't like those so-called chipmunk vocals and tuned up vocals. I don't like vocals in any type of music, actually, because I don't want any girl singing something about, I don't know, feeling this, feeling that. I don't want any guys talking about any sex or violence or whatever. I just like good vocals which have to be placed properly in the sounds and should not kill actually the music. So better don't use vocals but have a great beat than having a great beat and messing it up with stupid vocals. So
So let's go back to your youth age for some of us who don't know about it, and tell us please how you started catching up with old school music. When did you start producing, and what were your influences?
this is a very good question, and actually a big story about myself and about how I got into the music scene, and a little bit what type of people I had around myself. So I grew up in a small village in Switzerland which is called Davos. Davos is mainly known due to the World Economic Forum and the Ice Hockey Spengler Cup. Also the ex-snowboard world champion master Jan Simon grew up actually in Davos. However, when I was young I was heavily into hip-hop music and used to break dance with my crew. At an hip-hop event, one of my best friends actually got shot in front of my eyes, and that was the reason for me to find a new music scene. So that was a real bad experience in my life, and I just didn't want to go on with hip-hop music. So I've decided to find something totally new, and at that time the rave music was very big and known as a peace, love and unity movement, so I've chosen to be a part of the rave scene. During that time I grew up with Gabber House and typical rave music, as there was no access to old school breakbeat. I don't know why, but the local stores, record stores, they didn't import the UK breaks. They just got all the Dutch Gabber House and the nice, great German rave music, trance music, which I also really like, but still, the only old school breakbeat I could buy in the shop was like Prodigy and maybe 2 or 3 compilations, but that was just about all. Luckily, I met 2 guys from the UK, which were on vacation in my town, Davos. They had some audio tapes with massive old-school breakbeat mixes and tunes such as The Wobbler, Xenophobia, Ascent, Trip to the Moon, Noise, Overload, Silly Games, and much more. So that really was the moment when I start to understand that there is much more around in type of old-school breakbeat than just the Prodigy stuff and the stuff I've heard. So when those guys actually went back to the UK, we kept in touch and swapped tapes. They sent me like every 2 weeks a package with tunes, tapes with great tunes from the UK, all old school breakbeat stuff. And one day I had the chance to visit them in Southampton. They were actually based in Southampton, but went out all over Southampton, UK, Romford. And one day I had the chance to spend some time with them in a studio, at a studio in Romford. I didn't know the guys who were actually there recording at that day, but later on I realized that one of the guys was Leroy from The Prodigy. So that was the moment when I also got in touch to some greater people, bigger people in the scene. So yeah, I have to say big thanks to Amit and Shadin. Those are the two guys who actually brought me into this old school breakbeat scene.
On to a tough one now. Can you name me please your top 5 tunes ever?
This is actually a very simple question for me. So if you're talking about my top 5 tunes in any genre, it would be, first of all, the one track I could listen 24/7 is Koto Dragon's Legend, which is for me maybe the best tune I have in my record collection. The next one is also one of the most important tunes in the history of house music, which I would say, and also a little bit partly of rave dance music, which would be from Gut Decor Passion. And I think it should be in any DJ's record collection, this one. Then another one which is more house acid related is S-Express, and the track is called Have a Nice Day. I think that's for me what's acid and warehouse music all about. Then I have the next one will be by Quasar, Dragon Fighters. I think also maybe one of the greatest techno style, rave style tracks ever made. Now when we get to old school break beats, the last track or the last record I would sell, if I would sell my entire collection, would be by Optical Ace, The Storyteller. So that track is for me out of the world. It just has everything, and that's what would be what I would describe my perfect old school hardcore track. Optical Haze, The Storyteller.
So, from the early 90s till now, you had the chance to play out on many gigs in different countries, alongside several DJs like Carl Cox, Slipknot, Mauro Picotto, DJ Roughneck. Can you share with us your best gig ever? Which was your happiest and most outstanding experience all over these years?
Yeah, I think the best experience used to be playing at the street parade in Zurich. It's just like one of the biggest events. I think now it's the biggest techno event. The street parade, more than 1 million ravers dancing on the streets of around the Zurich lake. So nothing can top that. Otherwise, invite me to any event which would be as big as that, or just at least have a crowd as that.
Nice one, cool to hear that. So, how's things in Switzerland's scene at the moment? Is there any other local hardcore member or crew worth to be mentioned?
Unfortunately, there is no Swiss hardcore breakbeat scene anymore, or there has never been a big hardcore breakbeat scene in Switzerland. There are no producers, or no active producers, and no DJs. The only one is myself. I think I don't see anyone else producing and releasing any tracks from Switzerland. Regarding the music scene at all in Switzerland, it's not anymore as back in the days. All the variety of the music is just gone everywhere. But I think that is an issue all over the world. The radio channels, the TV channels are all promoting the same sellout rubbish. Sorry to use that word, but it's just all the same music nowadays. And the clubs here in Switzerland, they play hip-hop, house music, deep house, and maybe some modern techno events, but this has also nothing to do anymore with the typical rave techno music we used to have back in the days. Sometimes you maybe can find some rare techno, hard techno events, and maybe also some trance parties, but otherwise it's just gone. We do have maybe once a month a drum and bass and jungle event, but there is no old school hardcore music.
I see. And how do you see the hardcore scene at the moment, actually?
I don't know about other countries, as I do not concentrate on this scene anymore. So here in Switzerland I mainly look after deep house and deep techno and stuff like that. But yeah, regarding the hardcore scene, there is nothing. The productions I do, if I do hardcore productions, I actually do those productions for myself and for the people who still like that type of music. So if somebody likes it, it's okay. If not, it's also okay. I don't care, because I like what I'm doing, and that's, I think, the most important point.
Yeah, I totally understand that, and I have to say that it's been 11 years since your first ever vinyl release on your own imprint, Old-Skool Massive. Any thoughts of relaunching your label? We see vinyl being on healthy condition this year, more labels and releases coming out, Jedi Recordings, Night Force Records, 7 Story Projects, Music Mondays, and many more others keeping the flag up. Any plans for getting yourself vinylized again?
Yes, currently I am concentrating on releasing dub plates. Actually, the past 5 or 10 years I've been mainly only releasing dub plates. I've been producing dub plates on request for private buyers from all over the world. So there might be some dub plates around which nobody knows about. But I am currently planning to release about 20 EPs. Yes, 20 EPs on vinyl, and between 2018 and 2019 they shall be released.
Nice one, and we're all looking forward for these releases. So thank you a lot, team, for this interview. Wish you all the best and remain always strong and alive, spirit. Big ups and massive respects from me. Would you like anything to say? Shouts out to anyone?
First of all, I want to send my big thanks and massive respect to my actual mentor, DJ Creator from Italy. He told me how to mix vinyl and how to produce music. So everything has been influenced by DJ Creator, also known as Sergio R. Secondly, big up the RMU crew Switzerland. Very sad that we are not anymore in contact and not producing any new releases, but I wish them all the best. Also, I want to say my thanks to Smiley and Rennie. They are the two guys who are following me and my productions, always promoting me wherever they can, always inviting me to events, asking me to play. So they are the guys actually who are providing big support for me here in Switzerland. They are also maybe a part or one of the reasons why I'm still active in the scene. And last but not least, to you, mister, and to the Generation X fans. Generation X is a vital contribution to the hardcore scene, and I wish every one of you all the best. And thank you again very much for all of your support. Highly appreciated.
One last thing I have to say regarding your tunes is that there is also a special doublet you have done for the show exclusively, and I do appreciate it a lot. That track is called Generation X and pays homage to the show as much as I do to your work. Just meant to say my big up and give some heads up about it. Well, is there anything to say about your exclusive guest mix coming up now?
Regarding this mix, what can I say? About 90% of all the tunes in this mix have not been released. Some have been previously uploaded to my SoundCloud channel. However, none of them have been officially released or not even on available on dubplate. So enjoy the tunes, and some of the tunes might also never going to be released. So this is the first time on Generation X, those tunes, and maybe also the last time you're going to hear them. Have a great evening and a great show. All the best to everybody, wherever you are.
So you heard it all, guys. It's DJ COMERAVEINPEACE. On the mixed duties as a special guest. Play it loud and proud. DJ Whistle, Paul Bradley, Breakbeat Sandist, Derek, Tony L, Sweeney. Out to Insane and Mighty, Hardcore Hit Squad, Yellow Face. Out to Delineo. Out to Fisa, Mad Positive, Pochim, TNO Project Vitality.
Welcome to the unconscious world. Welcome to the unconscious world.
And to each and every listener keeping it hardcore. Hands up! DJ COMERAVEINPEACE! Jawohl! Shout out to Julian. SoundCloud.com/DJCRIP. Pick up the Switzerland Massive.
on the ground! the show, how it happened. Big up the creep. Shout out to each and everyone listening at the moment. Rock me steady, DJ CR.I.P.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Tuned on Planet Rave Radio, listening to Generation X the show. And it's COMERAVEINPEACE, sweet, sensational hardcore leader on an exclusive guest mix. has released recently the Underground EP, a brand new vinyl. Gonna be limited one. So if you would like to purchase a copy of it, you can get him in touch on soundcloud.com/DJCRIP. Big love to all chatroom crew. It's so pure once again, big love. Shout out to all, shout out to Whistle of Port Blundery, Breakbeat, Sandys, Tony L, Sweeney, Insane and Mind, Hardcore Hit Squad, Yellow Face. Out to Delineo City, Damaging, Fisa, Mad Positive, Outlook Official, Port, Jim TNO, Project Vitality. finish of the show. DJ COMERAVEINPEACE nailing it. Planet Rave Radio. COMERAVEINPEACE on the guest mix. Next to the show, massive respect to COMERAVEINPEACE. Oh man, that was totally nuts, totally insane. Verrückt. Is that the right word in German? I think so, right? You need a break, I need a break. And we go to the last tune, the very last tune for myself after this break.
Adamite's the man that rules the mic. And when I grab the mic, I do get hype. Get on the floor cause it's burning like fire. And when I say kick your legs higher, break your waist cause the music's got taste. Kicking at the tempo of 1, 2, 4. Ammunition ready for war. A new dance, what I got in store. So jump, jump a little higher. Let it roll like a Mack truck tire. Attack the dance floor like a bulldozer. Those who came to stand, move over. Cause I'm ready to rock the show. So put your body in cruise control. So don't stand and stare, but kick your legs in the air.
Yo, 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 this is Breakfast One from Germany.
Hi, this is Strange Rollers.
This is DJ Tornado.
This is Orestes.
Hi, this is Nefti and you're listening to GLOWKiD's Generation X show on a Rave Planet Radio.
Yeah, this is Manabu.
Ez itt Laffy, és hallgassátok GLOWKiD rádió műsorát, a Generation X-et.
Hallo, hier ist Imperial aus Deutschland und ihr hört gerade GLOWKiD mit seiner Generation X Show live aus dem Rundfunk-Empfangsgerät.
This is Abyss.
This is Alex Tune and you're listening to GLOWKiD's Generation X radio show.
Triple Times F from... This is DJ Lunacy from Night Force Records.
Hi, this is Dave Skywalker. You're listening to GLOWKiD on Generation X.
This is Eamon from Liquid. You are listening to the one and only GLOWKiD.
You know the score, hardcore.
So all crew in here, all attention in here. Last tune, closing beat of chapter for tonight's showcase. And it's gonna be raw, completely raw.
Future is before your eyes. Future is before your eyes. Future is before your eyes.
So this is it, my big Lola Toll chatroom crew. Shouts out to Delineo, Breakbeat Scientist, City, Damaging, Fisa, out to Mad Positive, TNO Project, Vitality. Big Lola to nations like, let me see now. Germany, US, Thailand, UK. Out to Brazil. Out to Bolivia, out to Finland and my buddy Yellowface. So tonight's mayhem will be uploaded later on glowkidmusic.blogspot.com. I recommend you to subscribe to my mailing list, keeping yourselves updated with everything.
Every posse and crew out there, the future is before your eyes.
So all listening gang, all ladies and boys, every glowing pussy out there, see you all next Tuesday, same glow place, same glow time in here. Massive respect to COMERAVEINPEACE. don't know if he is inspired from Swiss chocolate making such bangers. I don't know. I should learn about it. Maybe on a future interview. Have a glow night from Athens. Καλό βράδυ από Αθήνα σε όλους.
Every posse and crew out there, future is before your eyes.
Τώρα είναι ασφαλές να κλείσετε τον υπολογιστή σας.
Generation X. Generation X.
You are listening to Planet Rave Radio.